take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break. She still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Mack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle made by
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Stafford. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At the 42-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
22, Derrick Henry.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he finds finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go. Waiting.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative. From this point forward, though, he's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 50 at Stafford. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. The 20.
We live for this.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, 50 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
21-0 our score after 1.
Jaguars 21, Titans nothing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Flush to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. On first down at Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Back to throw. Stafford. Looking long for West. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That's a tough pass.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Hill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's 3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Hill. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, that's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
32.
Now Mack. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stay 50.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Dominate today.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he finds Penny. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Mack. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Rashaan Evans on
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, it'll be Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10.
22-0.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now a timeout taken.
He was tackled.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
First down carry for Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Option play, and Hill will keep it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The 42-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Hill on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Complete to
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Here's Hill. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Titans 15. Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Westbrook and to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. It's a good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Mack, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, it's Mack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. Keep it kissing on the ground.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Tennessee.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
To number 89.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
Titans 23.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Number 25.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
25-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because It's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It leads to
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
complete.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and long at Stafford. Connection made with Shenault. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Lambeau will put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, is actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Handoff to fullback Burton. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Right at the line of
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here we go on 4th. Stafford got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
makes the score Jaguars 45, Titans 23.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. A shotgun snap for Hill. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A 6-yard.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second and goal from the 1.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 44, 44, Mike, 44. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
From the gun, here's Hill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Number 89.
From a yard out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing again is Hill. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Titans, 31.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
Tennessee.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Today's final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This is second nature. All is automatic. understand you fools hurt. Jesus will.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put